How you doing, everybody? Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm over here in some area in Texas. Yeah, my house is over there. Come, boy. What up? Come, boy. Come, boy. Stay back. Stay back. Anyway, forget it. It's playing around. Anyway, I want to share something today that I want to get out of my mind. You know, like sometimes you have to let go some things, and sometimes some things you cannot let go because there are certain people that don't help you to let it go, so they keep pushing the envelope, and it's so sad that these are people that you work with. Unbelievable that you really work with. And you know, I'm not going to say where I work at because I'm forbidden to talk about the company, and I'm not here to put down my company. I'm not putting down my company, but I got things to say that needs to be said, and I want to get it out of my chest before I forget. The thing is, the problem with a lot of, I'm looking around to see if I see any rattlesnakes, because they got rattlesnakes over here and they also got scorpions. Let me get out of here. Anyway, listen guys, what I'm trying to say is that there are certain people at work, and this happens in corporate America, it happens on Wall Street, it happens those retail stores, those whatever store you work at, even McDonald's, Burger King, there's always got to be that freaking person. Doesn't matter who it is, male, female, I don't give a crap. There's always got to be somebody, someone that always pushing buttons. Pushing buttons. I mean, like they're professional in pushing buttons. I mean, they know how to push them. I mean, they are freaking good at pushing buttons. So these kind of people that you work with, you know, it's sad. But one of the things that is really, really, really damaging is the fact that many people they're not a help at all, you know, to you, because you try to be nice, you try to be the best worker, you try to be the most efficient worker that is always there, always working hard, be on time, and blah, 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 whatever. But there's always that one person. It could be a couple, but it's always one that always trying to make your day. And I mean in a bad way, not in a good way. There's people that they could make your day. They are good people, and there are people that are really, really messed up here. So this kind of people, they don't help out. They don't do nothing. They don't help out people at all. You know, it happened today. Today is Wednesday, right? Okay. So I returned back to work today since Sunday. Sunday I closed. And you know, and I put everything in its place. I fix everything. I clean because I love to clean. I cleaned all the counters. I took everything out of the way. I put tape in the machines. I changed all the garbage bags. I brought in the other garbage and I put it all the way in the back, you know, by the door. So like that, when the people that come in the next day, they'll be able to open the freaking door with a freaking key that is only 2 inches long. And all they gotta do is just open it, turn it right, push the freaking handle, and just open the freaking door, take the freaking bags, the garbage, whatever you could find, and throw it in the dumpster. So what happened? So I come to work today, you know, real nice. I took my scooter with me, and lo and behold, the whole place was disarray. Every junk that you could find on top of the counters, garbage everywhere, papers in the floor. The garbage not empty. And then, instead of putting the main garbage cans, I think in the back, but you take them out, the bags out, and you leave them in the front. You take the garbage out of the bag, out of the garbage can. It's very simple. You use your left hand or right hand, whichever way you're better with. You take it to the bag, you wrap it up, and you leave it there for the next person. So today is Wednesday, and this was Sunday. Sunday, I come, lo and behold, what happened? What happened? I find all the garbage that I accumulated, a little bit of it, not all of it, half of it, was still sitting there since Sunday. Since Sunday. And this is the second time they do this crap. They leave a whole bunch of oil containers that came back from customers that they dispose of. So we have to take it to the back in a big drum, like a big metal drum. It's metal. And we pour it inside. And then after a certain time, they come and pick it up. So what happened, I find a bunch of those containers on top, face down, and I find a bunch of others still on top of the carts where you carry stuff. And I said, wow, this is nice. This is cute. This is beautiful. Nice. Nice. So what I did, I took a lot of pictures. And I sent it to my boss. And I said, listen, my friend, this is happening every time. Even though it was the second time that let's stop this on Sunday. And then he tells me, oh, the dumpster was full. I don't think so. You got Sunday, you got Monday, you got Tuesday. Those garbage people, they come, I think, every day or every other day. Anyway, let's forget about that. I'm not going to fight with my boss. I'm not going to start saying you're a liar. It might be true. But the fact of the matter is, whether it's true or not, you had from Sunday, you had from Monday morning, all the way to Tuesday evening to put that garbage in the dumpster. Find a way to put it in there and close the freaking door. They didn't do that. And I told my boss, my friend, this BS has to stop. I don't mind doing it because, you know, I work here. It's my job. But why these people are not putting their part in fixing this situation? So he sent another warning saying, you know, you guys, you gotta watch out. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it again. Ba ba ba, bada bing, bada boom. Now, if last week he sent a message that he's gonna have to fire some people or whatever have you, and they do it again, that means it's gotta be one or two things. One or two things. It could be three. It could be one or two things. Either they're not reading English, they don't know English, they don't know how to put syllables together, sentences, or they just don't give a rat's ass about what the boss says. Period. That's the only two reasons. Either you don't know English, or you don't know how to read, you're a complete idiot, or you just don't give a crap about your freaking job. You might as well leave and go flip burgers. It's much better for you. There, you're gonna have to freaking clean like hell. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to be a little bitchy person. I'm not trying to create drama per se. But the fact of the matter is that this is what you have to face at work. It's part of life. It's part of work. You're always going to have somebody, that one person, or those two people, whatever, that they're gonna make your life or live in hell sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. So these people, they need to give them a rude awakening. That rude awakening, well, my boss said that most likely he's gonna have to cut hours on people. Cut their hours and let them feel the punch. Let them feel the punch. You get it? That's the only way, man. You're gonna have to cut their hours, get them 15 hours a week. So let them feel the punch, let them feel the pinch, the financial pinch. And then they're going to obey. But I guess they're not obeying at all with that. So I'm saying that bosses, people that are in authority, the boss, whatever, the manager, whatever the hell it is, they need to prep up, they need to enforce the law and all that crap. I'm telling you. Thank God I am not the manager of the store. Because if I was, I'm telling you, people will be fired. I'm gonna fire people. I don't mess around. I'm gonna fire some people. Either cut their hours every week or fire them. Because you don't do that. You don't leave your job for somebody else to do. And these suckers, I just found out today, I mean, I've been finding out this for a while. But what really gets me pissed off, and I already told one of my managers, I said, you know what's going on here? These freaking suckers, these people, what they're doing this BS. They're doing this BS. You know why? They figured this out. They said, listen, since Eugene is the best, Eugene does a great job, he's always cleaning, leave it to him. We're just gonna come in, find a place, garnish and clean, and we're just gonna sit down and talk all day and do crap. Eugene already did everything for us. We don't gotta do just a little bit. That's all. That's what it is. It has to be. You're not gonna tell me that it's not. I ain't getting the impression that that's what it is. These people are playing games. Anyway, I'm not gonna be there long anyway. So maybe after June, when I go to visit my grandchildren, go visit my family, and all that kind of stuff, I guess after June, I'm just going to cut ties and get the hell out of there and go work somewhere else. And when I go to work somewhere else, and then I'm gonna have to just forget about the whole thing. What I'm gonna do when I get my next job, what I'm gonna do, God willing, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure that my next job that I go to work, I'm gonna make sure, I really gonna make sure that I don't go out of my way 100%. I'm not gonna start cleaning. I'm not gonna start being Mr. Good Guy. I'm not gonna start being the best. I'm gonna act like everybody else. Just be stupid as everybody else. And that's it. Don't go out of your way. Don't become a national hero. Don't become super duper employee of the month. Hell with that. They don't see that. They're just doing that just to make you bubbling in your heart. Say, oh my God, everybody knows who I am. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm done. I'm sorry, but I'm done. And I hope that if you're working in your job, you go through the same experience, I recommend 2 or 3 things. I don't know about third, but either complain, take pictures, keep submitting pictures. My boss told me, thank you very much, you did a good job. Or just leave. Just leave. leave the job and say bye. See you guys. I don't got time for this BS. I'm too old for this crap. I don't got time for this. Anyway, guys, God bless you all. Have a nice day.